All right, before we get this video started, Daniel, give me that. We had so much hate and negative comments that we did not use a gimbal, and we wanted to be as raw and real as possible. So this time we got a gimbal. This warehouse tour is about to be sick, so stay tuned. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Warehouse Tour. I am so excited to show you guys some really cool equipment today. We have thousands of pieces in the building, and I'm asked every single day, Steven, do you really have that much equipment? And I'm like, yes, I do. So here we go. We got some cool things to show you and some very rare pieces. So I get DMs and text all the time. They're watching the 2024 warehouse tour and they'll screenshot and circle items and they'll say, Steven, do you have this? And I'm like, I'm sorry, that was months ago. So here, this one is live today. So when you see this, a lot of this probably will be available. So make sure, feel free, screenshot, circle it, send it to me. We can hook you up. So starting outside, I wanted to make SUPERFITNESS a place that I pull up every day and love to look at, but a place that you, if you were coming, could not miss me. So we decided to do almost a 200-foot mural right when you pull in the parking lot. And this is something that puts a smile on my face every day. And my brother Shane from Abstract Descent, I'll put the link right here. He did this masterpiece, and we have several murals now on the building because I'm an obsessive person and I go over the top on everything I do. So this to me is badass and you can't miss it. And if you ever come here, make sure you check out the murals. So we're heading to the entrance now, and this is another one that Shane did. This is basically my logo, which the funny part about this is Shane don't do logos, but he did it for me and he made it in his own little way, and this is one of my favorite pieces right here. So now walking into the building, this is our front door, and this is where all the magic happens when we come in, because this is like, most people have an aha moment. Every single person that walks in who's never been to SUPERFITNESS, their mouth hits the floor and they're like, oh my God. So let's see if you do that on camera. Right when you walk in, this is our foyer lobby. This is where we meet people. My office is right over there. So when person comes, I normally will sit down with them for a little bit and see their hopes, dreams, if they're here for one piece, their weight loss journey, their muscle building journey, their gym journey, whatever it is. But to start off the tour right here, I'm gonna start off right here. This is my new glute builder stuff, and these are phenomenal. And I'm gonna go through the tour and I'm gonna highlight some pieces. I'm not gonna highlight every single piece because, like I said, that would take us hours. So this is the new hip extension, pendulum kickback, the 3D abductor. This is the new, what we call a glute drive, Smith machine, absolutely phenomenal. This is the deadlift. This is the Abs Company glute coaster, total glute, and the belt squat. Guys, let me relay this to my gym owners. Booty is huge right now. I stock tons of booty, so make sure, if you don't, make sure that you are putting some booty equipment in your gym. So follow me. This is our showroom where we normally have all new equipment. And you might be wondering, what's he got these old York dumbbells? And I'm a collector and I like to showcase cool things in my warehouse. And this is just one of them. This come from a good friend of mine. So people come in here all the time and they're like, hey man, why do you got them old dumbbells if they don't know the deal? And I just like things like this. That's why, and they're kind of collector's piece. So starting right here, this is a Pit Shark, one of my favorite belt squats on the market. This is the new Hammer Strength Nordic. So a lot of people probably have not seen this one. And I'll also highlight right here, this is the new Hammer Strength Hack Squat. So the Hack Squat is brand new to the market by Hammer Strength, and this is a really good piece too. Some people love this piece because of the angle, some people don't like it, so everything's different. Then we have a selection of benches by different brands. So right here we have another Pit Shark. I custom do sometimes, red on black, those are my colors. I am pretty much sold out of all Cybex, but I did keep a few for myself. And this is the Hack Squat and the leg press. Cybex was discontinued, it's sad. If you're wondering, this Smith machine is not available. This is also mine. I was one of the few people in the world that had the last remaining Cybex in the world. And so it's one of those things, I hate they discontinued it too, but hopefully we may see them come back out with some pieces through Life Fitness Hammer. This is the new Hammer Strength Belt Squat. And what I really like about this one is this attachment right here. This has got the tricep dip attachment. Awesome feature. But the highlight right here, most people know what this is. This is all brand new Hammer Strength. This is all the good pieces that I love, from the knee and leg curl, tricep dip, all the chest and back, the pullovers, really good equipment. And I'm a Hammer Strength fan. One piece that I will highlight, free motion squat press. So Cybex done away with the squat press. And this right here is really good. It's fully adjustable in the rear and much easier to get into than the Cybex was. And so I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a diehard Cybex OG squat press fan. But this one right here, I think it's a slept on piece. I've sold these to a lot of my friends recently and they love it better than the Cybex. So I'm not at all gonna say on video, hey, that this is better than Cybex, but it will give it a run for its money. And then obviously Arsenal lateral. I have 2 of these at my gym. Primo piece. Over here, this is all the new Hammer Select. This is the pin load equipment. Honestly, guys, you can't go wrong. This is one of the best lines, in my opinion, for Selectorized on the market. This is the Insignia inner outer thigh, and phenomenal too. Insignia is their top of the top line of equipment. This right here is a 5-stack. I normally have 5s and 8s in stock. So if you ever need jungle gyms, it ain't something that we advertise a lot, but we do keep them in stock. Everything I'm ordering now is black on black. So if you're needing equipment, in the new equipment, that's what you're gonna get from me. All right, so we're gonna keep going to the right of the warehouse, and everyone watching this, bear with me because this is a lot to see and it's a lot for us to film. So it's a lot of information. So I'm literally doing this, there's no script. I'm raw and real as possible. So a lot of people like that about me. So right over here, this is all the new Nautilus. And I am a huge fan of Nautilus. I'm a huge seller for them. I have the Nautilus in my own gym. All these pieces are the Selectorized, and I've got the leverage over here. Some of these pieces have become some of my favorite, and I know I say that a lot, and guys, don't even ask. These Explode pieces, they're Nautilus, and that's why they're here, but they were sold a couple months ago, and I wish I had more. The lat pull, the row, things like that, but I don't, so please, don't ask. Over here, this is some of the leverage pieces. If you don't know, and Daniel, if you'll highlight these, leverage, this whole row. The Nautilus leverage was based off the Flex Fitness and is absolutely some of my favorites. So if you can't find Flex Fitness equipment, I would really, I'm telling you, try these. These are absolutely phenomenal. And so over here, and we're gonna go through, I got a lot of these. Rogers hip press. This piece I've been using every single week for quads. Their power squat, which I'm gonna show over here in a minute. This piece has put a hurting on me the past few weeks, and I have really become, I think this is probably one of my favorite leg presses on the market now. This is the power squat by Rogers Pendulum. I have been using this before I started selling their product. I had bought these products for myself. I had knee replacement 5 years ago. And so For me, this was a game changer. The way it articulates on the neck, I recommend every gym have a hip press and a power squat. Here's the 3-way row right here. The lat pull down, I've sold tons of these lat pull downs. It's got the, literally you just pop this and you can change all of them. This right here is a very slept on piece that I'm telling you is a rival for one of the best lat pull downs on the market. Shoulder press, chest press. Guys, like I said, Rogers pendulum, this stuff is like indestructible. Phenomenal, phenomenal equipment. And then if you didn't see, here's more of just other Nautilus equipment. So follow me this way. All right, so this right here, Daniel, I'm gonna flip the camera with you and let you get on this side. This right here is the Nautilus leg extension, leg curl combo. I sell tons of these. I sell them to homeowners, I sell them to studios, and I have a lot of gyms who have put this in for a secondary leg extension, leg curl. This right here, to me, is probably the best combo on the market for leg extension, leg curl. And if you need something with a small footprint, I'm telling you, trust me on this, this is the best one. So over here, more hammer strength, all through here plate load. And then here's a line of Cybex VR3. I'm not gonna highlight that. Everybody knows what Cybex is, but Cybex, some of the best equipment. So all this back here is new Arsenal strength primarily. So this is the vertical leg presses. So I typically at any given time have a ton of Arsenal strength. I'm one of their distributors, and Arsenal is a big part of my gym. The guys are like family to me. So as you see, if you need any Arsenal strength or for me to build a package for a full gym, I'm your guy with that. Over here, more power squats, Arsenal power squats, Arsenal pendulum squats, Arsenal posterior chain, shoulder presses, back rows. Pretty much all the best SKUs from every manufacturer is what I specialize in. So I always tell people the way I like to build a gym, and if you look at my video on my particular gym, I've got hammer strength, Nautilus, Arsenal, all the major manufacturers. To me, no brand makes the best of one item. So if you can take a gym and you put the best of everything in it, to me, that's the way to go. And kind of that's what's going, even the old school pieces, and we're gonna highlight a bunch of those, you're gonna see is where it's at. Nautilus Nitro. This is a package that we just got. So we sold one very similar to this. This one we've not even serviced yet, but Nautilus Nitro has always been some of my favorite Selectorized equipment, and we have a whole line. You will see this soon posted online, so keep coming. I'm gonna take you to some cool stuff this way. And you kind of see how packed we are in here, like more lateral raises by Arsenal. When I was coming up in the bodybuilding world, guys, and I'm a big storyteller, and so when I was coming up in the bodybuilding world, I used Body Masters, I used the old school hammer strength, things like that, the old school flex fitness. And so that's why I like to put good pieces in good people's homes. So for me, it's never about the money. And I'm gonna show you a few cool things right now. Follow me. I'll highlight this one. Flex Fitness Prone Leg Curl. Really, really good piece. Really hard piece to find. This right here, we got the pads off of it right now. We're reupholstering it black. This is the OG Flex Fitness Hack Squat. The Nautilus is very similar to this, just so everybody knows, but a lot of people still want the OG stuff. Something very hard to find. Medix Avenger. This is the Medix Avenger shoulder press, completely refurbed in black. And this is the Medix tricep pushdown. Guys, Medix, you don't see this a lot. And this stuff is very expensive. But at the end of the day, I tell people, if you're putting things in gyms that no one has, that's what sets you apart. So that's why I always tell people, I'm like, hey, have a few honey hole pieces that nobody has seen. You want people to walk in your gym and be like, what the fuck is that? And if they say that, you know you're doing something right, because that's how word spreads. So this is an Arsenal glute drive right here. A lot of people may not have seen this before, and this is really when I was competing in bodybuilding, I had really good forearms and arms. And a lot of people would ask me, what do I do for forearms? And I used to lay on a bench in high school, and we would do forearm rolls with the bar, and we'd go down to our fingertips and curl all the way up. This right here is the Power Grip Pro by Rogers Pendulum. And it's a very simple device. You can literally start it once the weight's on, and it's a gripper. And it takes up very little room. And so these to me is what sets things apart. I have a gripper in my gym, and to my surprise, it's used a lot. So I tell people, I'm like, you know what? Put the oddball stuff in your gym. So over here, this is another good one. We don't get a lot of these, and there's some people who don't like this machine. There's some people who love it. I'm indifferent on it because I do like it, but then there's something that I'm like, I need to use it more, I think, to grow on me, because I've not used it a lot. But this is their basically almost like a dumbbell Smith machine, and it's completely adjustable. But these are very expensive in certain gyms, but I still think it's a good piece. If you have the space to have a piece like this plus another Smith machine, I think that's great. And then this bad boy just come, I don't get many of these. This is the Seated Squat Pro by Rogers Pendulum. And if you see this thing, it is a beast of equipment. It's fully isolateral. And so this right here, we used to say it's like a small car because it's so big. Daniel, if you want to come back here and kind of film over here, if you can see this, this thing is a monster. But like I said, the hip press in this is two of my favorite machines. If you have the space, this is not for everybody because it's a big piece, but if you have the space, I highly recommend putting stuff like this in your gym. Over here, here's another good one. Nautilus double shoulder. So I've been selling a lot of these lately, and it's crazy because a lot of people watch my videos, and this is a piece that I love. Back in the day, we used to, I hate to say it, almost scrap metal some of the Nautilus pieces. People didn't want them and things like that. And you used to could find pieces for dirt cheap. And now they've become very sought after, and some of them are very expensive. So I tell people at times, I'm like, hey, you know, don't sleep on these machines. They are very, very good. If you see, I stock a lot of things. These are all brand new free motion cable crossovers. So that's probably one of the best if you want the arm movement, cable crosses in the world. So follow me this way. We'll just keep going. There's more. This is overstock of things, verticals, leg presses, and hack squats by Arsenal. This whole line that you're about to see, free motion, flex fitness, hammer strength, these are used pieces that are basically, we take each individual piece, go to our workroom, we got full paint booth, and so we touch them up. Like this flex fitness piece, you can see this is old, but this has been completely touched up and it's in excellent condition. And so that's the stuff. If you're buying something from me and my price is a couple $100 more or whatever the price, we do all these services for you free of charge. So when you're buying a piece, we've already usually touched it up and things like that. And we don't even normally tell the customer we're doing that. It's just a free service to you. So another good one right here, flex fitness tricep extension. There's so many, like, when I do a tour like this, this is hard for me because of the fact that there's so many good pieces. Hang on one second. We did miss a piece over here. So this is a Body Masters incline, but Daniel, follow me over here and you get over there. This right here is the new Nautilus Inspiration pullover. Guys, I kid you not, I put this in my gym, so I'm a huge, huge fan of the Nautilus old pullovers. But this one right here is probably the smoothest and best pullover I've ever used for new. Nautilus knocked it out of the park with this, and so bar none, this is probably my favorite pullover right now. I use the new Arsenal in Las Vegas. It's coming out soon. That one's really good too, but I need to play around with that one more. So I'm excited to get that one in the building too. I should have that one soon too. So we'll continue going down the line. More hammer strength right here. There's a few good honey hole ones over here. Flex Fitness, vertical chest. That's a favorite of mine. Love this machine. Flex back in the day done their shoulder press completely different. And you see, if you see me laying down and see the angle in it, it's completely opposite of a normal shoulder press. Normal shoulder press is you sit right here and just push up. They pushed out. And honestly, if I had 50,000 square foot gym, I would have every single piece of old, new. My gym's 18,000 and I wish it was bigger. All right, this all just come. This is new Nautilus leverage, but this is used. I love this color. It's almost like a candy apple red. Phenomenal equipment. This is every piece, so you will see this posted very soon. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you or anyone wants anything, make sure, hit us up. Call me or Bryce and we got you. So keep coming down the line. We have a full line of Matrix. This come out of a private studio. It's almost like a matte black. And this is a small little line that we'll be selling that's really, really great condition. Looks almost brand new. This Cybex line leg curl. Cybex has always been one of my favorite for leg extension, leg curl. The way they done the pads and stuff like that, I've always loved. Everybody, just so people realize too, everybody's got a difference of opinion on equipment. So I don't say that I have the best of everything. This incline press. Anybody who knows Flex Fitness on the plate load pieces, they're super expensive. These right here, I think the Pin Select sometimes is a little slept on because a lot of times the Pin Select is fire. It's awesome. Follow me, we'll keep going down here. If everybody knows, this is basically like a hammer strength, but this is their signature line. So they basically do the curvature of tubing a little different, and Life Fitness makes this version and the hammer strength version. It's the same thing. That's one of my favorites. That's a an Arsenal Strength Multi-Flex. Super, super cool. And I love that they've got the Bulgarian squat right here. So if you ever see that, that's at my gym too. I got the Arsenal standing leg curl right here and the Arsenal donkey calf. So both of these pieces, this is what separates gyms. You don't really see a lot of donkey calves anymore. And so when you have a piece like this, a lot of people is going to be like, that's new to lifting. They're like, what is that? That's the type of stuff you really want. All this is Cybex right here. I'm still sad Cybex is no longer available, but a lot of this right here. If you ever have a multi-press for like a studio, I put a lot of these in like studios, apartments, Marriott hotels, business centers. They'll have stuff like this. So more Flex Fitness, Nautilus overhead press right here in black. This just came in. A lot of this stuff, y'all, just so everybody knows, we only post about 25% of our inventory on the website. We're constantly busy shipping stuff out and we have a ton of regular customers. So text us, call us, fly into the warehouse. That's the easiest way to buy equipment. Legend bear squat right here. So if anybody's wondering, this is like where we custom build every pallet that goes out. So we will take existing pallets or build one from scratch to ensure. Some people call us the best in the business as far as shipping and the process of it. So we do our best to ensure the product gets to you safely. So we'll continue going down the aisles. This is a Star Trek line right here. What this is, we normally put this again in small. Look how small the footprint is. So this is perfect for apartment complexes and things like that. Over here, this is Life Fitness Signature. And so to me, some of the best equipment ever made as well. I love this line of equipment. I put it in tons of gyms, really, really good pieces. The Life Fitness Signature is now the new Insignia line. So basically same thing, the Insignia is just the newer side of that. So all this is Signature. Some people may not have seen this. This is a whole line of Nautilus 1. Nautilus 1 is still in production. And Daniel, if you'll film one of these, it's super cool. It's got a turn dial for the strength curve. And so the only thing that I don't like about this is this plastic. If you move this, it can mess up bad. So you gotta be real careful when moving this. And for somebody like me who we ship equipment, that's kind of a nightmare. This is Hoist Rocket, this whole line. Hoist Rocket, some people love. Hoist Rocket is you move with the body, so it's super cool too. Then we have a few Paramount pieces. This is one of Daniel's favorite pieces. This is the chest with the rotating handles. So Paramount really thought of outside the box on some of their equipment, and I do love it. This is a Sports Art line of equipment. Not sure if anybody's ever seen this. This is Universal Gym Equipment. Universal Gym Equipment's been around for a long time, but this is old school, but it was built like a brick shit house and it's good. I used to see a lot of this in there again in apartment complexes and hotels. So Sports Art, heavy duty equipment. I've sold a lot of this before. A lot of people, they come here and they're like, damn, Steven, I've never even seen half these brands. And I'm like, oh yeah. So this is a Star Trek. It's just called Human Sport. So we'll see a lot of these in country clubs and places. All right, flip the camera around. Nautilus Nitro again, like the one in the back. This one is, we're literally just done brand new upholstery. So we've been getting this prepared. So sometimes we'll literally do brand new upholstery on this stuff. This is the Nitro pec fly though. And guys, this one is probably one of my best pec flies for that you don't see. If you see here, oh shit. It had a big heavy weight stuck on it. Such a good feel. Oh my God. So I'm not warmed up, but all Nitro. And we're coming down to here. This I'll go ahead and highlight. This right here is a Life Fitness, what's called DAP. This is probably my #1 seller as far as one DAP, and I do a Nautilus as well, but this is the bigger version and people love this machine. All right, so right dead smack in the middle of my warehouse, we fly a huge American flag. And so a lot of people don't know I'm Greek, but I always tell people, I'm like, hey, I sell to a ton of military, police, fire, all kinds of different law enforcement. I'm the first to help military, police. If you ask anyone, they'd say Steven always helps. And so for me, the American flag's an important thing. This right here is a pre-core set that we're about to put online. This is a full gym package, and pre-core is huge in cardio and strength. So this is really good stuff too. So when you come here, you're gonna see all different brands of equipment. I'll go ahead and highlight this. We stock typically about 1,000 adjustable benches, from decline to militaries to, obviously you see a sea of benches, new and used. So if you just need a simple bench and you're local and you want to drive up, we got you. Here is a full line of Life Fitness equipment. Some of this actually down the line going to my buddy Peter in Florida. He's opening up a new gym. So you will see a few things in this video that are already sold, obviously. Sometimes construction gets delayed, and so they don't have a place to put it, so we're holding some of the stuff. So this is the Pro 2 line of Life Fitness, which is just like the Hammer Select. And just so, Daniel, if you want to highlight this, if you really take a look at this stuff, I mean, this is all went through service, and besides the pad being dirty, this is really clean equipment. And this is the type stuff, just so everybody knows, that I love to have and I love to sell. So down here, another thing of Paramount, we'll get to spin bikes. I won't even talk about spin bikes yet. We just made a video about this, but this is Life Fitness Circuit Series, and this is band, and you literally just pull a pin, which is super cool. And so you see these in a lot of gyms, but a lot of people have never seen this little circuit. This back here, guys, is 53,000 square foot. We're gonna take you back there in a minute. That's a hold, Daniel. Flip the camera around. We gotta highlight this. So Jim Lako bicep curl right here, not for sale. We had 2, I kept 1. This right here, good piece. We made a video about it. I got hit up by a lot of people, but I really do like the bicep curl. This, I've been trying to get for about 15 years, and I've had them come through my hands and ended up selling it, but this is a Body Master PS300. This right here is one of my favorite squats. It's a simple machine, but I'll tell you, I grew up using this almost 30 years ago. So this is what I used to squat on at the gym as a young boy. So I literally just had the new pads redone. They're in my office. And so this thing will be completely powder coated black. And so this right here I'm keeping, but this is a really good piece if you ever find it. So we'll continue down this way. A lot of this is dumbbells, dumbbell racks. Really good piece right here. This is a hammer strength pullover in custom black. This is the metallic black with the red. So I'm shocked that's even still sitting here. More hoist rocket. I'll highlight dumbbells later, but we sell, just so everybody knows, new and used dumbbells. We typically have about 500,000 pounds in stock of new and used, from rubber hex to solid head to all kinds of different dumbbells. So the same with plates. So we get them in a lot of times. So if you ever need a single pair or a full set, we typically got whatever you need as far as that goes. There again, you'll see now all the different adjustable benches that we stock. Straight bars and racks and easy curl bars and racks. new and used as well. So we'll highlight any kind of preset bars. We always have them in new, but we get them coming and going in used. So that's where used can save you quite a bit of money. But the problem is a lot of times nowadays, you can't find them. All these are new Rogers pendulums wrapped up, ready to roll. So literally we got them on the pallet. If you need it, we can ship it out ASAP. It's funny because the other day, this was like 3 days ago, I had 2 different people. They ordered first thing in the morning. They paid, we shipped out in the afternoon. They were like, Steven, holy shit, that's the best service. So a lot of people know that if they deal with me, we try to make it happen. Like if you ask my wife, it's kind of funny because she likes and don't like this about me. If I say something, I wanted it done yesterday. So I'm impatient and I'm very OCD. So it's like, hey, I want to get this shit done and out. All right, so when we were talking about the Life Fitness Functional earlier, this one I've sold thousands of, and this is the Nautilus version. I custom do these in the matte black, and this is perfect. If you see it's shorter and it's much more compact, this is my #1 seller for functional trainer. And what I like about this is still a full commercial unit, so it's still perfect for homes that are good quality, and it just looks awesome. And the function I love, it's got the finger touch right here. You only need one hand to do it, so super easy. So I recommend this piece a lot. All right, coming down this way, functional trainers and power racks and Smith machines. We do a vast thing. I showed this earlier wrapped up, but this is the new free motion dual cable cross. It's called Genesis. Sad, they discontinued Cybex. This is a brand new Bravo. This is one of them I ordered a long time ago. I sold out and I think I've got 1 or 2 left, but hard to find these. This is the old version of Cybex right here. Single stack free motion, more Life Fitness. We typically will run about 100 in stock of functional trainers. As far as power racks goes, guys, we stock so many. I bet you we have 500 in the building, power racks, from squat racks, small racks, big hammer racks. Body Master right here, these are pods, really good equipment. Body Masters is probably one of my favorite brands that I grew up using. This is the Nautilus version of the functional trainer right here with the arm movement. Cable crossovers right here. This is another Bravo, and this is called the high bar. So you got the shorter one like that was over there, and then the higher one that's right here. Hammer strength half rack, more oddball equipment. I've sold and bought a bunch of these. Has anybody ever seen this? This is called Vortex, and most people, let me explain to you what this is. This is wheelchair. You can pull a wheelchair into this and you can literally grab this at any angle. It's super cool. It's got pulley systems everywhere, so there's no moving arms. So a lot of people's never seen this before. More dumbbells, hammer strength, oddball pieces. Here's a full 5-stack. And so just so everybody knows, this stuff right here kind of comes down our work aisle, and then each piece will literally go to the back workroom right there. And then we start working on it as far as touch-up paint, upholstery. We do everything in-house except for upholstery. My guy Ray, he's family friend of mine since I was this big. He does all of our upholstery. Here's a good one right here. Free motion dual cable cross. This is the metal version, so those are getting harder and harder to find. Yeah, so as we're walking, I want y'all to check out the floor that we're standing on. You see this metal? So this was Copeland Mills, and I get asked all the time when people walk in. When it was Copeland Mills, they had runners for tow motors, and if you can see the tracks, for 6 months, 4 men had to basically plasma cut these tracks off for me to get in this building. And then this metal was moved in certain parts. So it worked out perfect from us. We wanted to separate the equipment, but still be able to slide and move equipment easy. So for me, it's been the biggest blessing having this netting, and it's worth a fortune now because metal has skyrocketed. So I'm not selling it, but people ask me about the floor all the time. But as we go through here, does anybody ever know what Kaiser is? So this is basically air-driven equipment, and it's phenomenal. And we put this in a lot of facilities. This one's a cool one. Flex Fitness leg press. So this one right here is kind of getting hard to find. We actually have 2 in the building right now. Follow me. Body Masters 8 stack we just got. Really, really good piece. Body Masters probably made one of the best, in my opinion, jungle gyms ever. I really like all Kevlar belted. It's really, really good. More cable crosses, more power squats, more jungle gyms, power racks, Smith machines. Like, as I'm talking, I'm overwhelmed looking at this shit. And I walk these aisles every day, and that's what a lot of people don't realize when they come. They're like, we have the big jungle gyms, and golly, you see, it's never ending. Old school Nautilus Smith machine right here. Has anybody ever seen one of these? Daniel, have you ever seen one of these? This is a 10-foot. So I'm 6'2" to give everybody, and look at my arm. So you would ask, who in the hell needs a rack this tall? And what most people don't realize, most of these come from like NFL or colleges. And so this is probably the most indestructible rack that Hammer makes, and they are huge. So we get these in, and a lot of people will be like, who buys that? And you'd be surprised. There's some tall people out there. Monolift. We've made videos about this. All my power lifters, powerlifting gyms, they want a monolift. So I try to keep a few in stock. This right here is a new Hammer Strength Smith machine. Right here, pre-core power rack. This right here is all back extensions, or a lot of them are back extensions. Does people know what this is? This is a Hammer Strength jammer, and I don't even know if we've ever talked about one of these, but you'll get in for explosive movements, and there's all kinds of things, but the arms make it super cool. More racks, more Smiths, more, this is a really good, even though the pad, back row right there, I like that piece a lot. In our sea of equipment, this is brand new. This is Insignia, back row right here. This is my last one, guys. This is a brand new Prestige Cybex assisted chin dip. Hard to find that right now. Then we've got new T-bar rows, new lat pull downs right here. Body Master Smith, we just got this one. This is probably, besides the Cybex, one of the smoothest on the market. Body Masters is old, but I'm telling you, it's good. West Side barbell. This right here, this is a hoist lat pull down. I was not a fan back in the day of the hoist rocket, and this has become one of my favorite lat pull downs. I really like it. And there's several people that I've sold this to, same thing. More new Smith machines. This right here, this is Kaiser Power Racks, and it has pulley systems. And Daniel, if you'll film this compressor right here, that's what it runs off of. That's air. So that right there is super cool. Most people's never seen nothing like this. And let me tell you guys something. These racks are stupid expensive to buy new. So like if you come to a place like this, you can get them much, much cheaper. Elite FTS power rack. Those are built solid. We'll definitely highlight this. So you really got to walk through my warehouse to really know what we're doing. And there is good pieces everywhere, and it's just hard to keep up with everything, but this is the Nautilus Nitro pullover. And so if you can't afford like one of the new Inspiration pullovers, this right here is still an awesome piece, and we sell a lot of these. So follow me. We got dumbbell racks. We try to keep several hundred dumbbell racks in stock. Lately, it's been, dumbbell racks have gotten very expensive, and it's hard. All right, you guys remember when I was talking about that sometimes construction gets halted or whatever? Seems like every time that I film a video, I'm holding stuff for Fit Club and my boy Ryan Diaz. You see all that cool Flex Fitness back there? That's my boy Ryan and the boys at Fit Club. So that's going to Henderson, Nevada. So, and I'll show you some more of their stuff in the back as we continue to go, but they got a lot of cool pieces coming. And Jay Cutler, I know you work out there sometimes. Jay, that stuff's for you, and I wanted it to go to a good home. So over here, you're gonna see on this row, a lot of good leg equipment. Life Fitness Signature right here. Matrix, Hammer Strength MTS, squat. I'm not gonna highlight everything, it's too much. This video would be hours long, but if you really look, this is some old school Nautilus here. Nautilus leg press. This has become a really good leg curl. I used this piece the other day, and I've sold a lot of these, but that line leg curl, the only thing I don't like, and we'll make fun of it right now, Daniel, look how long it is. is huge. And so a lot of places right now, rent is very expensive, so they don't have the room is the biggest problem. So we'll highlight two more insignia. All this is brand new. This Cybex line leg curl, phenomenal. God, there's so many good pieces. We ain't talked about this yet. If you need a good combo, inner outer thigh, this is probably, in my opinion, one of the best on the market for space. This is the new Nautilus version, and they make two versions. The Inspiration version is a lot bigger, but this right here is great. I put them in a lot of good homes. This is some Cybex metal finish, and if you can film this, Daniel, I love this finish. So if you've ever seen, they'll basically just metal it, and then they clear coat it, and it gives it that finish. I got asked a lot for the next time I film something, hey, Steven, how long have you been doing this? How the hell did you acquire so much equipment? So give a little backstory if you don't know about me. I've been doing this for 18 years, but it's just been like literally a passion of love. And I can't even begin to explain to you, this has been years and years and years of collecting. I want to first of all say, I never thought 20 years ago that I would be doing this to this level. This was just something that like continued to grow, I continued shaking hands. I always tell people I went to Mr. Olympia in 2007 with $500 in my pocket. I had no money and I made little business cards. And this is at a time that I was opening my little studio in 2006. So this was 07. And I would go around to the big names and I would hand them a little bullshit business card. And I would say, hey, I'm Steven, I'm a bodybuilder. I sell gym equipment. And it was basically like a little side hustle. And that's how it evolved into this. So sometimes if you can take anything from this video, besides equipment, is you can make your passion a reality. But man, let me tell you guys something. I was working 100 hours a week to do it. So back to equipment. All this is abdominals, more leg equipment on this side, bench presses. To give everybody an example on like Olympic benches, we probably stock 300 plus in stock. It's crazy the amount of stuff that we stock. Even me right now, when I walk through here, it overwhelms me. And I walk through with customers every day. And so it's like, wow, do I really have that many bench presses? Do I need more? And here's the crazy part of equipment addiction. I continue to buy every day, every week, every month. Some people say I'm the biggest buyer in the United States. I don't know if I am, but I buy a lot of shit. All right. Let's flip the camera around again. You see all this badass Body Masters, the whole row. Fit Club, Henderson, Nevada. This is on the way. They got so much sick shit coming. It's crazy. We'll highlight this one. This is the new Nautilus leg press, matte black custom. We do it matte black with the gloss. It's phenomenal. And then I'll show this one too. Brand new hammer strength leg press. So I keep all of both brands in stock. And then one of my favorite hack squats on the market, right here, this is the Nautilus. So if you notice, they made it with a bigger platform than the OG Flex up there. So same angle, same everything. Nautilus, Flex Fitness was earlier in the video. So really, really cool piece. I always tell people, I'm like, you know, when they come, a lot of times the first 30 minutes is about me and my story. And I always tell people that like, I think I'm part crazy, part relentless, part, I don't even know what you really call me, because this was not 20 years ago being done the way I do it. When I first opened my studio, I remember I called all the big companies and nobody wanted to help me. And so I'm like, there's gotta be a better way. And so for me, when somebody calls, whether it's one piece or a whole gym, I always treat everybody the same. And I always tell everybody that I'm more than willing to help. And honestly, it's one of those things that's my heart. It tugs on me when somebody's in need. I just had a gym owner, they took all their 401k and everything out, and like, that puts a lot of pressure on me because I want them to succeed probably more than they want to succeed. So for me, it's never about the money. It's always about helping somebody else and forming, honestly, relationships with people. Back here, there's more benches, and I want to highlight something back here. We get a lot of like rigs, like big rigs. This is a motion, hoist motion rig. So if you ever need, this is called a motion cage, just all this laying in the floor. If you ever need a rig You might want to shoot us a text, an email, because we do stock a lot of things like this, and they're very expensive new, and you can buy them pennies on the dollar. So I highly recommend shoot us a text, a DM, whatever. Everyone might be wondering, because I've took you through row and row and row of strength equipment, and like, where's your cardio? So we're going to take you down this middle aisle, and then we're going to take you down my back, and I'm going to explain to everybody. So here's just a little bit of spin bikes. This is a 5-stack jungle. And then this middle is cardio ready to go. This is all the new pre-core converging. When we get ellipticals, a lot of times I like to buy my cardio out of hotels and very private use places. In fact, we checked this yesterday. If you can look at this elliptical, it looks almost brand new. Daniel, would you say it looks brand new? This has like 300 hours on it. So this is the type of stuff that I like to buy. So all of these, very, very low usage. I sell them for pennies on the dollar versus buying new. But we stock typically well over 1,000 pieces in stock. Like right now, I think we have over 700 spin bikes. So new and used. I'll highlight these real quick. This is the 10G brand new Stairmaster, the 8G and the 4G. And we still run, like this is a used but very nice Life Fitness, and most of this is used except for a few pieces. But follow me, let me show you something that people might be wondering. All right, we don't let many people in this side. And so this is my overflow slash cardio slash brand new inbox. So let's highlight something that most people don't think about that you have to have. So just so everybody knows, I have 4 forklifts. I have brand new box trucks. I've got new forklifts coming, brand new Toyotas. You have to have a scissor lift to operate this. Just so everybody knows, these are about $25,000 to $35,000. So people don't realize the amount of stuff you have to have minus gym equipment to run a business like mine. I don't consider myself a rich person. I consider myself like a hardworking guy that's like nonstop, that just like makes shit happen. So anyways, all right, this is where the magic happens. If somebody makes an order, we'll have a pallet like this, and this is how your stuff is shipped, fully crated. But people will say, Steven, on new, hey, do you got this? These are brand new Jungle Gyms by Precor Icarian. More brand new Rogers pendulum. This is the reverse glute ham. You see, I think right now I have like probably 25 three-way rows. But follow me, because this is going to blow some people's minds. All this is my sea of cardio. We're not going to go down every row, but ellipticals, bikes, treadmills. Over here, my sea of spin bikes. Honestly, when I look at this gives me anxiety, because I'm like, I need to do a better job of advertisement. But we sell sometimes, 40 bikes to one client. I'm one of the few guys, just so people knows, that if somebody called and they needed 30 of the same matching treadmills or ellipticals, ASAP, I'm one of the few people that have them. And then, so to give you a prime example, all these nice Precors, they come in dirty. This will be going to our service, and then we will start getting all this nice cardio ready as needed. Here's more pendulum Rogers power squats, brand new Smith machines. If you ever watched my last video, I had like a sea of dumbbells. So this right here is just part of brand new rubber hex in stock. This will give you a better example. Daniel, stand over there, and you will see this is just 2 rows of Precor ellipticals. So we put everything in order. This is Precor, this is the new converging. This is what I call big butt. Over there is more Precor ellipticals. So we'll take you around here. This over here is brand new ellipticals, brand new treads, brand new overstock over here, all wrapped up. If you film back there, Daniel, that's all brand new Life Fitness and Hammer. We've rearranged this the last video. This is what I used to call like my boneyard. This is where we keep parts if we need, but all this brand new inbox from all my different major suppliers. So I'm one of the few people that if you need it, I like to have it. And so I don't like to order For instance, I normally keep a bunch of leg extensions, leg curls by different manufacturers in stock. This whole thing is brand new Rogers pendulums, Nautilus. If you can kind of pan that whole room, Daniel. I don't know how many pieces that is, but it's a bunch. All that's brand new. Flip it around. All this is brand new Stairmasters from 10G, 8G, all this right here. So this is how a 10G comes, fully crated with the monitor right here, 10G. So over here, a lot of people don't think about this. We stock like wipes, little bullshit things, what I call knickknacks that I sell at the front, TRX straps. I mean, Daniel, if you want to look at this crate, like you'll see bands. So you'll never see none of this on our website, but if you ever come and you're checking out at the front, you will see that we sell it all at the front of the building. So same thing, you're gonna see through here, all the different cardio, brand new inbox over here. Here is my 8GX. I normally like to keep a bunch of these in stock because, like I said, if I have a gym owner and he needs 6, 8 immediately, this is more Rogers hip presses through here. All this. We try to keep as organized as possible. We sell a lot of Octane Max trainers. You see that whole row is Max Trainer right there. Boop. Pit Sharks. We sell a lot of them. So if people see this right here, I'm not a bullshitter. We sell a lot. That's why I film this. All this right here is solid head dumbbell, plate, bumper plate. Then you'll feel film. Here's solid head dumbbell made by York. All these pallets over here is what you're seeing, dumbbells and plates. All this, I think right now I have about 200,000 in bumper plates in stock, 200,000 pounds. So all these, if you're wondering, this is MJ8s by Life Fitness. So these are all the parts that we build. So when we sell one, we'll build another one. When we sell one, we'll build another one. So I like to have them in stock. So that is basically this back room. These are brand new benches, Olympic benches. A lot of things we didn't discuss about. I don't have a lot of them right now, but lockers. We get a lot of lockers coming and going. So this set is available. That's the only set I have at the moment. Octanes over here. This is the laterals, but if you see, it gives you a good perspective. And we flew the drone through, so you're gonna see it in the video of the amount of cardio we stock. So if you ever need, like I said, sometimes we get 20, 30 walk-ins a day. So if you ever just need one piece, we're happy to accommodate you. All right, we're back at the front of the warehouse and I'm gonna showcase some of these rows and somewhere. So sometimes we get so packed. So just so everybody knows, we're probably 60 to 70% used equipment, 30 to 40% new. But sometimes we get so just at a space loss that, as you see, some of our new equipment gets put in rows here. And so when I order, just so everybody, I'm not gonna like say numbers, I order big, like big. So if you ever need equipment, like usually if I don't have it, most people don't have it. So we'll walk down these aisles. This is more leg equipment. Super cool piece right here, going to Fit Club. This is abdominals, legs, really good Body Master adduction, Cybex Prestige right here, calf raise, Body Masters. These just arrived, the leg extension, leg curl, Nautilus, really good pieces. Cybex leg press. Some of these pieces, guys, have become so hard to find that it's literally mind-blowing to somebody like me, because I'm an equipment junkie and I'm like, if I only had back all that I've sold the past 8 years, I would, I wish I had some of it back. Everybody's probably wondering what all this is of brand new. So there's 3 rows here. And basically, so just so you know, if you order from me and you're buying a full gym and it's new and used, what we'll do, we'll take from basically all these different brands, we'll take your equipment and put it all in a line ready to ship. So when the construction is done, we ship it. So all this is sold, going out to customers, or gonna be going out to customers. As you're watching the filming through here, I'm gonna speak real quick, like this is I love the old school Nautilus, but I'm gonna speak to the gym owner for a second. To me, a lot of people don't know what you go through and what I've been through. A lot of people judge my chapter 40 on their chapter 4. Guys, I've been working in a gym for 25 years. My gym was not profitable for 10 years. And people ask me all the time, they're like, Steven, what do you mean it was not profitable? I'll stop here for a second so that people can see all the equipment. I didn't have the money, guys, to open my facility. And I damn sure didn't have the money to open it the way I did. I robbed Peter to pay Paul. I went $55,000 in credit card debt. I sold my motorcycle. I used every cash I had. And then when I bought the equipment, I'll never forget, I didn't have enough money to ship it to my business. And I had a single door. And if you go back and watch the Super Fitness story, you can see a lot of bits and pieces of this. We're actually gonna probably make a video going back before this, just to kind of give people my background. But it was one of those things that was hard. So if you're ever listening to someone like me, just know I've been through the struggle. What I found out in the gym equipment world, that a lot of salespeople, and I'm not bashing anyone, so if somebody watches this and sees that, I promote fitness and I'm for you guys, but a lot of salespeople, they've never done the business. They've never owned a gym. They've never competed a bodybuilding show. They don't know. Anybody who says, oh, I know what it's like to be no carbs for 6 weeks. No, the fuck you don't. You don't, until you're watching the fucking Food Channel and you're like eating the screen as you're watching the shit. So that was me. So it's like when somebody calls me and they're relating to the businessman and they're in tears crying that their business is struggling, I feel that here in my heart because I was that guy. So if you or everybody or anyone watching this, if you ever need somebody to call, I'm starting to do consulting. And what that means is I think part of me's part business coach, part therapy, because a lot of people don't know where to begin. And sometimes you just need a person to give you the okay to do it. And I'm a firm believer anything's possible. And Daniel, who's filming me, he knows how I am. And I don't just say this on camera, I mean it from the core of me. So there's no bullshit here with me. So let's continue looking at equipment. Strive, leg press, phenomenal. Told you I had two. Another Flex Fitness, another leg curl by Nautilus. Phenomenal piece. I'm shocked this is still here. Strive tricep extension right here. Really good, great condition. Strive bicep curl. Like some of these pieces, like I don't even know if my website people have it online yet. Like these are such good pieces that's why I always invite people to the warehouse. That's a brand new Insignia bicep curl right here. I always invite people to the warehouse because I want you to experience all the sea of equipment, because a lot of times people don't realize how much stuff we stock. It's crazy. Crazy for me walking through. This Body Masters bicep curl, this is a good bicep curl. Brand new hammer strength, plate load bicep, brand new signature, brand new tricep hammer, like old school Icarian. So a lot of times, just so people know, we'll get this in and somebody's taken the bolt out or whatever. And so we have to literally fix all this. So just so anybody knows, if you buy from me, we go through every little detail, even the cardio. So we make sure before you get it that we ensure that it's working. Not every company does that, guys. So be very careful who you deal with. There is other good companies. So I'm friends with some of them, but just remember, just be careful, your hard-earned money. I just got in another one of these. I've sold several. This is the Eagle NX bicep curl. It's got articulating arm movement. It's super cool. I just got another pair of these back in. This is the Nautilus. They're completely refurbished, bicep and tricep. Brand new upholstery on these. I get overwhelmed. There's so many good pieces. Even like this Cybex row right here. Like I used to use this at a gym. Good piece. Cybex Eagle row. Walking down this aisle, make sure you're checking out all the equipment. But I want to tell people, I've been told before, like, you know, some people's called me a sales guy. I always tell first of all, I'm not a gym equipment sales guy. I'm the owner of the business. Second, I'm not an influencer. I breathe and live this. I just think it kind of blows my mind sometimes. We're about to hit 50,000 followers on Instagram. My Facebook at one point was 128,000 followers. And I'm one of them people that's just like, I'm like, wow, does that many people think what I do is cool? It kind of blows my mind. And for anybody watching, like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy what we do. I greatly appreciate it. Not because at all, like, we're trying to make money doing YouTube, just because I enjoy getting the feedback from you guys. And so, but what I do want to say is a lot of times people come to me and they'll come to me with a big budget and I tell them, hey, don't buy that equipment. And they're kind of dumbfounded. I was on the phone with a buddy of mine yesterday and I was like, hey man, before we open, don't buy anything else. He's like, really? I was like, you don't need nothing else. Keep as much money in your pocket as possible. And I mean that from the heart, because you need operating capital. You can't guarantee that 1,000 members are just gonna flood you the first week. Guys, it usually don't happen like that. So that's why I always tell people, I'm like, hey, be careful. And that's why you need somebody like me in your corner, because I'll always have your best interest. And I put this out there, I don't need the money, meaning, of course we're a business, we want to make money, but I wouldn't take, we don't make the profit margin people think, so I would never take someone's money just to sell them an extra piece or two. I'm about longevity and I'm about building relationships. So to me, that's what it's about. So make sure you trust somebody. And if you have a gut feeling about somebody you're working with, don't do business with them. That's simple. So like if you look through here, Nautilus Nitro overhead press, Nautilus Nitro lateral raise, like so many of these are such good pieces. This is about as old school as it gets, and it damn looks almost brand new. Cybex lat pull down, like that's a good piece with a 250-pound stack. New hammer strength lateral raise right here, west side barbell reverse hyper. These I'm down very limited. On the last video I mentioned that I bought out a bunch of Nautilus Evo, and this right here is the very last in the world ever built. This was old back stock, and I bought all of it. So old school Nautilus neck right here. So many good ones. Sometimes I walk through and I'm impressed with myself. And the reason I say that, it's like, it's so hard to accumulate this much equipment. Like, this is the shoulder press that I grew up using. This is a Body Masters 320A. And I know it sounds crazy that like I know the numbers. I don't know every number, but I just remember a lot of the numbers. But all these are chest and shoulders on each line. And a lot of people don't realize what it takes to get an array of equipment like this. Guys, I've bought thousands of gyms around the country. Studios, like literally sometimes several a week, 3 or 4 a week for the past several years. And it didn't start like that. You know, it started off much smaller scale, just so everybody knows. And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm kind of like, I guess now like the go-to guy that like, hey, if I need the shit move fast, call Steven. So another question I get asked a lot is, Steven, can I just come and, for instance, this Body Masters, this is a CXI piece. This is pretty hard to find. It's got the rotating handles. This is the shoulder press. Can I come in here and just pick piece by piece by piece? And Daniel, be careful walking over this. And the answer is yes, you can. I get people, my customers tomorrow, I have an appointment. I'm building a gym for some people. They want very selective equipment of all different brands. And you could come in here and pick this piece, those 3, these 5, whatever. And that's what a lot of people do. And that's what makes me unique amongst so many other people. Because a lot of people, they are not going to give you choices like this. They don't have this array of equipment to pick from. And also, like my reputation kind of speaks for itself. With most people, they don't know how to fix this stuff, guys. So it is very important to, if you're buying this chest press, even though this chest press looks real good, we're gonna make sure that the seat adjustments work. We're gonna make sure the belt tensioners and all that's good. It's super important to know that your stuff is coming to you in perfect working condition. Some people, they could give 2 shits if it's scratched or anything like that. But like, I stumbled on this. Here's the CXI chest press. I grew up using this one too. Like, if you can't tell, I'm a Body Masters fan. But like, most people don't even know what this is. This is a streamlined pec deck rear delt. Some people probably haven't even heard of this brand, but like I'm that like connoisseur. To give people like a little background of me, When I started buying and selling gym equipment in '06 is when I bought, I think, my first elliptical. Might have been '04 for a bodybuilding show, I can't remember. But I opened the gym in '06, I think it was '04, so 21 years ago. I've done hours and hours and hours and hours worth of research. And so they say it takes thousands of hours to become good at something. I couldn't tell you how many hours I put into this business of research and not getting paid and stuff like that. So a lot of people, they don't understand the amount of time it takes to become good at something. And if you become good, or if you want to become good at something, if you want to be the best damn gym owner, if you want to be the best bodybuilder, you have to put in the work. And I'm not here on this video to preach. I'm here to make people realize that shit, you can happen. So all these right here, this is a new one, but all these are used Stairmasters. And so we get them in. These are more bikes. So what we do up front, and I'm going to show y'all in a minute, what we do, we try to have stuff ready on the showroom floor for anyone to come and purchase a treadmill, an elliptical, or if they come to buy like a smaller gym or whatever, we have plenty ready to go. These are ergometers right here. We put these in a lot of medical centers. A lot of people don't realize I do a lot of police departments, fire departments, schools, doctors' offices, chiropractic centers, all kinds of people. So it's more than just gyms. Flooring. People get asked, they say I'm one of the biggest distributors of flooring on the East Coast. Couldn't tell you, maybe the world. We sell 3/4 inch thick with a neutral speckle. Phenomenal flooring. I like, and people talk to me about, you can move this flooring. So if you started 4,000 square foot, you go to 10, you can take your flooring versus the rolled glue. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can't take it with you. That's why I'm big on this type of flooring. Dumbbells. I'll show basically everybody here, dumbbells and plates. So this is my used, and we have new over here too in box. But if you can kind of see what we do, we always, hundreds of thousands of pounds of new and used plate. But our plate, typically, people will come earlier today. A couple people come to get a little bit of plate, 300, 400, 500 pounds. We let them choose right here. Our prices are super affordable. This is what I was telling everybody right here. If you can film this section, Daniel, this is what I call knickknacks. So in stock, I normally stock over 2,000 bars of all different types. I don't anymore stock the specialty bars that are $1,000+ bars. I let you just order that from the companies who I'm friends with. I'll send you direct links if you want. But from foam rollers to tricep rope, everything, we typically got it. It is not something you're going to see us advertise. Over here, kettlebells, bumper plates, brand new in the box. All dumbbells, brand new in the box. This over here, we get these in from aerobic studios and stuff. We have all kinds of used dumbbells, and that's more for the person walking in off the street. We sell them to them. So, new monolift right here by Dynabody. Steps and risers. We sell tons of steps and risers. I'll highlight this real quick. We've sold a few of these. We're down to a handful. These are brand new Precor I carry in jungle gyms. So I've got them in platinum silver and the matte black. Beautiful, beautiful machines. And these right here are the last ones built like this. So this is gonna be something, if you want like a cool jungle gym, hit me up. All right, all this over here is cardio ready to go on the showroom floor. All different makes from Life Fitness, Octane, Precor. I highlight this one. This just arrived. This is my new hip press for my own gym. Super cool. I've done it just red on black. Rogers and Pendulum's good friends of mine. More Jacob sliders, bikes, ellipticals, treads. Like right here, somebody would walk in. All right. Over here, we just built this. This right here is all new Arsenal strength and hammer strength. So what I basically did, I built a package along with some cardio. You can go to my website, superfitnessgymequipment.com. This right here is the best of the pieces that I love. So I put some Selectorized in of hammer strength and arsenal strength right here. And I also put all the best plate load and Selectorized arsenal, a little bit of cardio, Smith machine. This package right here is fire for a new gym opening. I've not even posted it yet, but you will be seeing it soon. And so if you need something like this, please hit me up. Here's the Nautilus that just came in. This is a Selectorized line. And we're walking to the front. I'll show everybody. We have, I think, 12 to 14 loading docks up front right here, and then a few in the back. This is where all the magic happens, stuff coming in and out. We'll actually highlight this because people ask me all the time, Daniel, film this three-wheeler right here. People ask me, Steven, what are you into? I like to do cool shit. I'm a collector of these. This is, I have several, and this is one that we just, it's dusty right now. We actually have brand new plastics in the back, but we decided to keep it a rider. But my guys for me went completely through this. They started off, we were gonna clean it, and then it was stripped down to almost every nut and bolt. And so you can see how clean it is under here, and these have become super rare, and I'm just giving y'all a little glimpse into me. But all right, so follow me. We're gonna finish right where we started, just basically on my showroom floor that's all brand new. And you know, it's one of those things, guys, I know this video is probably gonna be an hour or so long, and sincerely, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you watch this whole video, it literally still mind boggles me that that many people want to watch my stuff, and I greatly appreciate it. And I also want to say that we literally try to go above and beyond for the customer. We're not just, I'm in this thing for the long haul. I got a son growing up that it's very important for me to instill the work ethic in him, and he's all about this gym equipment. So one day you may see him doing big things with it, who knows? A lot of people see me post the videos, and just so everybody knows, like, he wants Daniel to make him a YouTube as we speak so that he can sell his own gym equipment, because he tells me that he's gonna do a better job than me. So it's kind of funny, but I want to literally tell everybody again, thank you. I want to thank my guys. They worked their ass off to get this place somewhat presentable before we made this video. And I'm one of them people, just so everybody knows, that I'm kind of like a drill sergeant. And I'm like, hey, we got to do this. And like, I wanted it done, like I said earlier, I wanted it done yesterday. So it's one of those things where I always love to say thank you. And literally, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everybody who does business with us, who orders from us on a daily basis, and also for the ones that just come by and give us like, man, Steven, you're doing big things, and gives us a thumbs up on Instagram, YouTube. So like and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate everyone for looking, and see you on the next video. SuperFitnessGymEquipment.com is the website. Call us, text us, whatever you want. See you on the next one.